Hello and welcome everyone. My name's Janet Melody and today is lesson 231 with the Workbook, A Course in Miracles. It's a lesson we're working on. We're moving from the paragraph of what is forgiveness today into what is salvation. So I'm going to read that first. All links are under this video. So let's get started. What is salvation? Salvation is a promise made by God that you would find your way to Him at last. It cannot but be kept. It guarantees that time will have an end, and all the thoughts that have been born in time will end as well. God's word is given every mind which thinks that it has separate thoughts, and will replace these thoughts of conflict with the thought of peace. The thought of peace was given to God's daughter the instant that her mind had thought of war. There was no need for such a thought before, for peace was given without opposite, and merely was. But when the mind is split, there is a need of healing. So the thought that has the power to heal the split became a part of every fragment of the mind that still was one, but failed to recognize its oneness. Now it did not know itself, and thought its own identity was lost. Salvation is undoing in the sense that it does nothing, failing to support the world of dreams and malice. Thus it lets illusions go. By not supporting them, it merely lets them quietly go down to dust. And what they hid is now revealed, an altar to the holy name of God, whereon His word is written, with the gifts of your forgiveness laid before it, and the memory of God not far behind. Let us come daily to this holy place and spend a while together. Here we share our final dream. It is a dream in which there is no sorrow, for it holds a hint of all the glory given us by God. The grass is pushing through the soil, the trees are budding now, and birds have come to live within their branches. Earth is being born again in new perspective. Night has gone, and we have come together in the light. From here we give salvation to the world, for it is here salvation was received. The song of our rejoicing is the call to all the world that freedom is returned, that time is almost over, and God's daughter has but an instant more to wait until her Father is remembered. Dreams are done, eternity is shined away, the world and only heaven now exists at all. So that is what salvation is. It's our freedom, and the freedom comes when we stop everything and we allow ourselves to be still, and then those fragments of peace that are forever floating in the mind can come together and show us who we really are. We are that light. We are the joy. There is no separation. And as long as we seek outside of ourselves, we constantly pull towards something that we think is going to bring us that peace, we are forever lost. And we have to go seek it, I guess, gain it, and then realize it doesn't last. Whatever we were seeking in that thing, in that person, in that situation, it does not change until we rest, go into stillness, go within ourselves. That is where the peace will always be. And this is what we are doing in understanding what salvation is. It's giving ourselves the peace to come to that freedom within, so that we are no longer seeking, so that we see the world for what it truly is. We see ourselves as one. We don't judge anymore. We are just in perfect happiness and joy. And that is there for all of us, always. It doesn't leave. And in an instant, it's always said, in one lesson you could get the whole course and be done with it. You would no longer need it. It's not like this course is saying you have to stick with it every single day of your life. You could get it in a one instant and then you know. You can never forget. Once you know, you know. So let us move on to lesson 231. So as always, remember, we're giving time in the morning and time in the evening with today's lesson. So we're meditating, having an open meditation, and just allowing the thoughts to drop as we let the words, the prayer, and the statements go into our minds with this lesson. And then the one line, Father, I will but I will but to remember you is the thing we are trying to remember on the hour, every hour, for a couple of minutes or so, just to give ourselves that time to be still and to envelop what this lesson is all about. So here we go. Father, I will but to remember you. What can I seek for, Father, but your love? Perhaps I think I seek for something else, a something I have called by many names. Yet is your love the only thing I seek or ever sought? For there is nothing else that I could ever want to find. Let me remember you. What else could I desire but the truth about myself? This is your will, my sisters and brothers, and you share this will with me, and with the one as well who is our Father. To remember him is heaven. This we seek, and only this is what it will be given us to find. So our lesson is, Father, I will but to remember you. I will but to remember you, Father. Keep that in your mind, because that is what you're truly seeking, not the external things. Remember, when you're going towards that, you're going outside of yourself. Come back to you. Come back to the stillness. Let go of the externals that are dragging you away from your peace. And just sit in that inner peace within you, because it's there. It doesn't leave you no matter what is going on. In the mind, in the external world, the peace is always there for you to tap into. Remember that today, because that is the source of who you are. That's the energy of love. That is God. That is the energy that keeps you moving in this world and is forever guiding you and keeping you in love and happiness, joy and peace. It's there. So tap into it like a fountain of love that is there for you to drink from and just be who you really are. So have a beautiful practice, and we will see you again soon. Thanks now. Bye.